And in politics, the Secretary General and other high-ranking UN administrators are on Luna for a security summit. We await the official briefing later tonight. Deputy Undersecretary Christian Avasarala has been sequestered to an undisclosed Earth location for emergency government operations.
Archangel is arriving. Stand by for resume post. Ma'am, if you need anything at all, you can use me.
So this is the Secretary General's hideaway. Not bad for a coffin. Nishan, where the fuck are you?
Good morning, Madam Deputy Undersecretary. How was your trip in?
You mean my descent? I'm being guarded like a fucking war prisoner. What do you think?
Was it another assassination plot?
Could be any damn thing. With everyone on Luna for the summit, I am suddenly the highest ranked official on the planet.
Congratulations.
Sure, it doesn't mean a shit. But at least it's a chance to annoy my enemies. Where is your voice coming from anyway? I don't see a comms link. What in the flying fuck?
Apologies for the dramatic reveal. I know how you dislike me pinging your terminal all day. This seemed to be a workable solution. I also took the liberty of having security bring down some of your personal items.
Jesus. How long do you think I'll be down here? Okay, messages.
And Admiral Krusco has sent an urgent message about a situation near Juno. And Undersecretary Mendez is still hounding you about the reorganization plan.
That's all?
No, there's also a message from Callisto.
Are you sure?
Yes, it reached your receiver about 45 minutes ago. I forwarded it to your hand terminal.
Okay, go back to your dock. Let me get to work. Some fucking admiral and that Torb Mendes. That's the agenda. It's been a long time since Charlebois called. I leave this here until I know what it opens. I leave this here until I know what it opens.
Christian, I hear you're working out of the bunker today. Is it as ostentatious as everyone says?
Only thing missing is a chandelier. I hear you were looking for me.
Ah, yes. Listen, your role as Undersecretary of Peace Operations is invaluable, of course.
And yet,
The Belter threat calls for greater scrutiny. It should be the work of a committee, one that I'm shocked hasn't formed earlier. Anyway, the Security Council is planning a vote on the issue.
what issue? The issue of whether to strip me of my powers and throw the belt into chaos.
I know big changes can be challenging, especially when you've been in the UN for so long. But this is a move to protect our people.
The belt is on the verge of collapse, and you want to appoint a bunch of people who have no experience there. Explain how that protects anyone.
We'll assemble the best team we can. Any transition invites some amount of instability. But, listen, maintaining peace in the belt is more than one person can accomplish. Everyone is finally acknowledging all the work you do.
By taking my job?
Oh, don't think of it that way. If you excuse me, I've got another call. Always a pleasure.
Undersecretary Avasarala. With Fleet Admiral Hold indisposed on Luna, we've been instructed to defer to you for matters of lawful jurisdiction. At 1800 hours, the MCRN battleship Ramses II entered Juno moonspace. We have hailed the Ramses II 3 times, and we are now within our rights to seize the vessel. However, I've been ordered to seek your go-ahead on all matters in the belt, regardless of urgency or severity. Seeing as you are a civilian administrator, I urge you to trust your military officers to make the right decisions. I eagerly await your response, but I must warn you, if we do not receive orders soon, we will be forced to engage. Admiral Krusko, out.
Civilian administrator, my ass. Brass prick. This Krusko seems damn sure of himself. That makes me even less confident of his assessment. I better look into it myself before responding.
Hi, Mom. It's me. They lifted the comms embargo, and I wanted to say hey. Haven't heard from you in a few days, and, well, I'm worried. You took the news about Marie badly. She's not what you think she is. She's not a terrorist. She's fighting for justice for ordinary people who are caught in the crossfire. I know you say I distract myself from what's important, but, well, this is important. She is. To me. Anyway, I love you, and I miss you. Keep me in your prayers. Talk soon.
Stupid boy. This is no time for romance. Sweet child, the United Nations did not send you all the way across the solar system to get laid. We love to hear from you. But I expect updates on your health and safety, not on your damn love life. Listen to me, because I won't say it again. You must forget Marie, whoever the hell she is. You have a job to do, and your mind must be free from all distraction. Focus on your mission, and you will be back with us soon. Now, go. I'm sure there is something more important you should be doing. And be safe, my sweet boy. Make us proud. The bubblehead himself. They really captured the insecure look in his eyes. You can almost believe that you're not hundreds of meters underground. Almost. I may not be certain of a higher power, but sometimes it's nice to share all this shit with somebody else. I never thought I'd miss the real nation, but this little gadget creeps me out. If only everything was as straightforward as chess. In politics, the rules are always changing.
Good morning, my love. You look absolutely ravishing. It's true I cannot see you, but I've learned that it's safer to assume. If I was with you, I wouldn't be able to stop from sweeping you into my arms and carrying you away. But alas, I'm not, and will have to settle for your bishop. Your move, darling.
My dear Arjun. Have you learned nothing? I'm always playing a different game than you expect. Ask your king what I mean. I would much rather play a very different game. Sadly, I have been locked in a bunker by some idiot bureaucrats. But when I return home, you should block out your schedule. Dear God, what a waste of water. So this is where our discretionary funds have gone. To feather an underground nest. Once I've finished my work, this will serve nicely for a wind down. My father is a statue. Nishan thought of everything. Sitting at the Secretary General's desk. Once a dream, now a goddamn headache. I should put up the reports on Juno and Ramses too. As if Earth weren't big enough to worry about. Cloaking their military overreach in promises of protection. A classic Martian trick.
Operation Silent Wall. Classification secret, likely in response to the recent uptick of violence in the belt. The MCRN has launched a sweeping campaign to combat piracy in all territories and systems under its direct control. This initiative is being called Operation Silent Wall. UN and intelligence officials have been formally briefed on the campaign's mission objectives, and senior leadership, with the approval of the Secretary General, have pledged their tacit support. In its first action as part of Operation Silent Wall, the MCRN has dispatched the MCRN Donager from Mars to Deimos under the command of Captain Theresa Yao.
Why not? If someone offers you a favor, it's best to take advantage.
MCRN ship inventory. Forward message to UN Secretary Senior Intelligence Staff. It has come to my attention that members of the Security Council may be interested in the latest ship inventory surveys from the Phobos and Deimos shipyards. These logs are available for anyone of level 7 clearance or higher. Please advise. UNN Threat Analyst Kotya Ghazi.
%. Why not just ask for a pony in every household? Useless posturing.
Politicians promised to raise BA. In a surprising announcement, representatives of the Elevation Coalition have revealed the details of a closed-door deal regarding an increase in basic assistance benefits. The proposed deal names more than 50 prominent political figures who have publicly pledged their support for an increase in the basic assistance dole. Sponsors seek a 10% raise over the next 5 years. The Office of the UNN Secretary General has not yet issued a response.
The OPA should know better. This will come back on them tenfold.
Heightened security measures after OPA threats. Despite recent efforts to intensify naval intelligence gathering and bolster terrestrial security, Commandant of the United Nations Marine Corps General Hayden McCurt has issued a system-wide security review of all UN facilities in the northeastern sector of the North American Trade Zone. Threats to members of the UN Security Council have risen exponentially since the localized uprisings on Hagia, Black Sky, and Ceres, unknown. Offices of the UNMC and UNN will be implementing adjustments to existing security measures.
If only meteors would silence some of the blowhards in the UN.
Micrometeors disrupt satellite arrays. Scientists from Mikazuki Communications, assisted by astronomers at the University of Luna, have identified micrometeors as the culprit behind the spate of recent disruptions in surface and orbital tight beam traffic. According to Dr. Verena Gage of the University of Luna's Laser Science Laboratory, an unusually high number of micrometeor showers has significantly abraded the Moon satellite system array, which is responsible for successful tight beam transmissions. Mikazuki Communications has assured the UNN that updates to software and upgrades to protective measures are both forthcoming.
We keep pushing farther and farther out. God knows why. I hope these fools realize that black markets are to be managed, not eliminated.
Black market crackdowns. Vector Security's CIO Zab Butcheri has notified UN authorities on Titan of the firm's plan to raid several black market sites in the cities of Jingpo and Bolzano. A recent rise in traffic of illegal goods has caused a troubling crime wave that has local governments looking for answers. UNN assets are monitoring Vector's actions closely, as the firm was only recently acquitted of excessive force, indiscriminate use of riot control, and manslaughter charges from their involvement in previous disputes.
In a perfect world, everybody gets what they need. But the belt is far from perfect.
New domes inflame local tensions. According to a recent press release, Ganymede Station Collective has entered into a long-term development contract with Tamian Agriculture Concern for the construction of 2 new domes on the lunar surface. Groundbreaking is expected to commence in early 2353. Some local political factions, primarily groups associated with the non-violent pro-Belta platform, have lobbied to stop the partnership. Their resistance is due to the fact that Belter households receive only 10% of locally sourced crops, despite making up 65% of the total population. Representatives of GSC and XTAG have not commented on the tensions.
What a mess. I pray Charnapol isn't the one who has to clean it up.
Terrorism threat in wake of negotiation breakdown. After recent negotiations with the Jovian Transit Union failed to produce a new work contract, incidents of terrorism have risen. All incidents have been property focused so far. In East Block Level 4, a water filter was disabled and stripped for parts. In East Block Sublevel B, an assembly line was firebombed. UN forces have been put on alert, while Amsterdam forces are believed to be monitoring the situation as well.
The belt, aka my never-ending headache. One can only imagine what we could have done with all that wasted Mormon money.
Nauvoo main drum completed. In a triumph for its shipwrights and huge step toward legitimacy for its upstart administrators, Tycho Station has announced the completion of the primary rotation drum for its central construction project, the LDSS Nauvoo. Many were skeptical of Fred Johnson's intention to enter into a long-term agreement with Mormon elders headquartered on Earth. However, the resulting deal has proven to be both monetarily beneficial and technologically innovative. At approximately 2,500 meters in length and propelled by an unprecedented 8 G4000 series Epstein drives, the Nauvoo's rotating interior drum will enable its crew of 4,000 to thrive during its century-long journey beyond Sol system to its destination in Tau City.
A known opiate terrorist meeting with Martian agents. This could be interesting.
UN Red Notice. UN authorities on Vesta have issued a red notice for Quill Caldera, known lieutenant of the Voltaire Collective, a radical faction of the Outer Planets Alliance. Caldera was spotted in Vesta Station meeting with operatives of the MCRN Covert Operations Division. Family name Caldera, forename Kill Isaac, gender male, age 26, home Bond City, Enceladus. Distinguishing marks: OPA tattoos on forearms, eye augments, different colors. Charges: terrorism, murder, blackmail.
Based on the velocity, the Ramses doesn't appear to be any immediate threat to Juno.
All the more reason to keep assessing and avoid making a mistake, right?
Martians are brash, but a move like this requires serious balls. I don't like it.
Why would they enter a heavily guarded demilitarized zone with a single warship? It doesn't add up.
Rogue Amsirian warship. UN intelligence has detected an anomalous Amsirian warship on a projected flight path to Juno orbit. The vessel's position has been logged and verified by Juno flight security. The UNN Jupiter Fleet Command operations on Ganymede and the UNN Josie Wales in orbit around Juno. Early data mining has identified the warship as the Amsirian Ramses II, a 2040 make Donner-class battleship that was previously stationed near Io. Its mission is unknown. UNN Jupiter Fleet Command recommends a threat level assessment escalation to Orange, requiring consultation with members of the UNN Secretariat. Interesting. There have been no transmissions between the Martians on Juno and the Ramses II.
So it's either a rogue ship or meant to look like one.
Increase in Amsirian comms traffic. A comprehensive report issued by the UNN Intelligence Division warns a spike of encrypted Amsirian transmissions originating on the surface of Juno. The majority of these messages are being sent to military installations on Mars, 68%, but the remainder are destined for nearer locations such as Callisto, 11%, Ganymede, 7%, and Io, 5%. The final 9% is splitting among Amsirian ships within the Jovian system. This spike constitutes a 300% jump in encrypted traffic in the last 48 hours. Currently, there is no evidence connecting the uptick in transmissions to the appearance of the Amsirian Ramses II in Juno's orbit, but the coincidence cannot be ignored. Intelligence officials are still trying to determine the purpose behind the warship's sudden appearance. I have something special for you to work on.
Of course. What do you need?
My son is in contact with a girl on Ganymede. Maria Sperone.
Is she a UN official? A Martian diplomat?
She's a Belter activist.
Oh.
I know the basics. Enough for me to wholeheartedly disapprove of her. But this girl could be using my son for his UNN access, or trying to recruit him.
I see, Madam Undersecretary. I'll make the appropriate inquiries.
I'm going to need everything you have on Mendez.
Frankly, he's a pretty open book. Son of diplomats, top of his class at the UNS, spotless record.
If I work this right, I may be able to bend this little shit to my will.
Possible, but unlikely. He seems to see this vote as a chance to establish himself.
Tell me about that shit-eating admiral.
I have his file here, but something is off. Gaps in command, sealed records.
So Cusco has powerful friends who like to cover up his mistakes. No wonder he's not afraid of me.
Let me do some digging. It might be nothing, but it couldn't hurt.
Don't worry, ma'am. Nobody's getting in without my say-so.
As long as I can still get out. Private?
Sharp, ma'am. Private Sharp. You need to remain in place while Navy intelligence runs a short security review.
Well, thank you for your service, Private. I feel safer already.
Affirmative.
Oh, and if Undersecretary Mendes stops by, you have my permission to kick his ass.
Ma'am.
Admiral Krusco. The Jupiter fleet is under your command, and I have no intention of disputing your authority. However, I have reviewed the logs for the Ramses II, and I see no direct threat to Juno Station or the Jupiter fleet. Whatever the Martians are doing with that ship, it remains a mystery. One I intend to solve. I believe I've earned my drink now, if I'm ready for a break. Am I ready to unwind? Mars, Earth, the belt. Your own damn children. It's all too much to control. Shit!
Madam Deputy Undersecretary, I received a new update from the Director of Operations. Stand by.
The time window for restoration of services has been extended indefinitely. Thank you.
Does the Director of Operations happen to report to Undersecretary Mendes?
Yes, D.O. Tanaka is a direct report.
This is no accident. Mendes is trying to block me out of the vote.
Forgive me, Madam Deputy, but isn't that a little paranoid?
His attempt to reorganize the Security Council would leave me powerless. He will stop at nothing to make it happen.
Whatever's causing it, we won't get much done without power.
You underestimate me, Nishan. My electrical engineering degree wasn't just for show. Word of this gets out, I'll have your testicles as paperweights.
Understood, Madam Deputy Undersecretary.
I learned a few things besides networking at Kano Polytech. Let's hope I remembered them.
Well done, Madam Undersecretary.
What can I say? I live to impress you, Nishan. We have power again, but it's limited. Any news from the outside world?
The Security Council vote will proceed as planned, but you are scheduled to address the delegates first. The Ramses 2 is still off course near Juno, and the intervention window is closing. You've received another message from Admiral Kruzko, and you should be able to contact him again.
That won't mean shit if I can't make him listen. Did you find any dirt on him?
I'm afraid not. Of course, if the Secretary General weren't indisposed, he might share whatever unsealed files he might have.
He's safe. I like this dark side of you, Nishan.
I learned from the best, Madam Undersecretary.
What's the point of sitting in for the Secretary General if I don't get to break into his safe? Go back to your base and face the wall. It's called plausible deniability, for fuck's sake.
Deniability of what?
Good draw.
Agent Carol, codename Jazz. Location Mars. Defense Minister Koshunov's household staff. Latest report, Defense Minister has 2 mistresses and listens to Belter punk while exercising. Long-term implications, none. Short-term implications, none. Revisit options for assigning agent to Prime Minister's staff. Agent Ellen, codename Calypso. Location Mars. Martian Cabinet janitorial staff. Latest report, MCRN considers all joint UN-MCR protectorate planets and settlements as their rightful jurisdiction. Long-term implications, none. Short-term implications, none. Revisit options for assigning agent to Prime Minister's staff. Agent Morrison, codename Disco. Location, Sirius Station, Star Helix Precinct. Latest report, increased Loka Griga presence on the docks. Star Helix is reporting fewer arrests than last quarter. Possible bribes? Disciplinary actions. Ensign Krusco was seen in the Dashiri lounge on UN headquarters. He was in the company of 2 women who had not been properly screened upon entrance and found in possession of several grams of pixie dust, records sealed on the request of Captain Lorenzo Krusco. 10-day suspension of duty. Lieutenant Krusco failed routine drug test, records sealed on the request of Captain Lorenzo Krusco. Censure, reprimand. Commander Krusco was seen in the distinguished Haythend lounge on Sirius in the company of 3 women, overheard loudly discussing his previous missions. Record sealed on the request of Captain Lorenzo Krusco. 10-day suspension of duty. Vice Admiral Krusco was involved in an unsanctioned skirmish with a Belter rockhopper that flew into UNN airspace. Record sealed in the interest of UNN security. Top secret protocols in the event of full-scale military engagement with Mars. Martian military analysis, Martian first strike, analysis of potential first strike targets, Earth preemptive strikes. Overview of missile defense, Martian innovations in technology, the belt as theater of conflict.
It's almost optimistic to think we could fuck up this planet more than we already have.
Large-scale environmental collapse, overview of population centers and risk assessment, implementation, sea walls and their limitations, carbon capture, research and setbacks, food shortage and famine, large-scale evacuation, Luna aka Operation Moonshot, Mercury, Venus terraforming, evacuation aka Operation Rock, Cloud Cities, a post-mortem analysis, Mars first strike evacuation aka Operation Hard Place.
If we were wasting our time planning for alien contact, at least we are being honest about it.
In the event of encounter with extrasolar life forms, Step 1, find God. Step 2, verify the accuracy of any proof of extrasolar life forms. Rule out all possibility of Martian interference or counter-espionage, advanced Martian technology, radio frequency manipulation, costumes, and prosthetics. Step 3. Begin diplomatic overtures with Mars, aka Operation Devil You Know. Conduct a full overview of Mars weapons and begin consolidation efforts. Continue to evaluate for signs of Martian involvement in a large-scale hoax before weapons consolidation. Step 4. Assemble a team of linguists, exobiologists, and faith leaders and attempt communication.
At least I won't die of thirst if they forget about me down here. Do I need to start watering that thing? Not ready for a break yet.
My darling, while I would gladly carve up my schedule for you, it sounds like you might not be home anytime soon. I'm not surprised that foolish men think that they can control you, and I pity them greatly. I just heard from Shanapal. All things considered, he's faring well. I credit your fighting spirit, which I trust won't be too wounded by the loss of this pawn.
Faring well? Have you heard what your son is doing on Callisto? I must admit, of all the disasters I am dealing with, it is our son that worries me most. All the time we spent raising him, and what does he do? Falls in love on a rock in the middle of space. Talk to him, Arjun. If you can't change his mind, no one can. Maybe my guard is taking a piss, and I can make a break for it.
We've heightened our security protocols in response to the increased threat level. I apologize for the inconvenience to you. How is your power back on?
Have you considered, Private, that if this were a real security threat, they wouldn't have assigned a single fucking private to handle it?
Not my place to consider, ma'am. I have a job to do.
Same here, you insufferable automaton. It's sad, but without this Nishan drone here, I would feel truly alone. I love being reminded of all the beautiful places I can't visit. Another few hours down here, and I'm going to clog those sanctimonious eyes out. What are you looking at? All the smoke and serene. Protect my husband, who I need far more than I want him to know. Give me the strength not to strangle that infuriating private, or the strength to do it. Either way. Get Krusko to listen to reason. Give him enough wisdom, or enough fear of what I'll do to him. Dad always said I was the only one with stronger shoulders than Atlas. If you could see me now.
Hi, Mom. It's me again. 2 messages in one day. Must be a new record, right? So, we're gearing up for a mission. I don't know where yet. I never do, but I wanted to reach out. I don't care what you say. I'm not breaking things off with Marie. It's my decision. Just because you think you control the system doesn't mean you control me. Remember when you forced me to enlist and I didn't talk to you for 6 months? I don't want this to be like that. Call me back when you get a chance. I'd love to hear from you before we deploy.
Sweet boy, you must stay safe and return to us soon. You have an important job to do, and I trust you to do it well. However, I may have spoken too harshly about your infatuation with this Marie. She cannot be all that if you like her. But keep your head in the here and now. The belt is a dangerous place, and you can never let your guard down. In that way, it's like politics. I love you desperately, and I pray I will see your face again soon. Semper Fi, my sweet boy.
Mom, I probably don't need to tell you why I'm writing. After everything the two of you have been through, you're giving him hell over a girl? Really? For diplomat, you certainly know how to burn your bridges. Cherry's in a bad place, so you need to go easy. We've been messaging since the deployment, as far back as Luna, and he's been hurting that whole time. Not that he'd ever let you see that. I've met this new girlfriend, Marie, and she's not what you think. Sharp as a razor, and doesn't take shit from anybody. You probably like her, if you weren't already convinced you never will. Be a good mother and lay off the guy. Oh, and swing by sometime. Your grandchildren want to see you, and they're the ones in charge. Laugh.
Oh, Christian, I was just about to call you. The council has set the date for the reorganization vote. It's today, in full assembly.
And I don't suppose you'd consider postponement for the council member who's working from a hole in the ground.
Oh, believe me, I asked, begged even. But there's too much momentum.
You're looking at this all wrong. Vote against this motion with me, and we can secure the belt without all the red tape of a committee.
While I'd never bet against your persuasive talents, I have a meeting to run to. I'll just have to go with my gut on this vote.
Jeffrey, I like you. You're ambitious, and you have balls. That's why I am telling you to cancel the vote. You don't want to go up against me.
Christian, you are an inspiration. I've looked up to you for, well, my whole career. But this motion is moving forward, and last I counted, you were 3 votes short.
Cocksucker.
I've populated your screen with 5 delegates whose votes may be winnable. You should call them and see where they stand.
Very good.
This is Deputy Governor Dunning.
Natalie is Christian.
I should have known.
How are you, my friend? And what about your husband and those delightful children?
Chris, if I thought you gave a shit about my family, we'd both be in a different line of work. Now, what do you need?
It's the Security Council vote. Can I count on you to reject the reorganization under Mendes?
I like you, Chris. But not enough for charity.
Meaning?
Shepherd Complex has a faulty filtration system, and it needs updating. But the funds are never there. See that Shepherd gets its new water tower, and I'll support you.
I'll see what I can do.
You're Christian Avasarala. I expect a lot more than that.
Well, this is a surprise. To what do I owe the honor?
This is about the vote to reorganize the Security Council.
Ah, I see. Well, Jeffrey Mendez is a spiteful worm, and any motion he champions is certainly one I will vote against.
So I have your support.
If you make me one promise.
I'm afraid I can't make you any promises, Director Singh.
Smart. As of now, I will vote with you against the reorganization. However, whatever happens in negotiations, you cannot raise taxes. If you plan a tax hike of any kind, you will be calling Mendez Sir before the week is out. Do you understand?
powerful Jeffrey Mendez is something nobody wants.
True, but power abhors a vacuum. If Mendez is stopped, who will step in to take his place? You?
I understand the situation, and I will make this work.
I appreciate the call, Madam Undersecretary. Good luck.
Avasarala.
Okoro, I've heard that you're undecided on the security reorganization.
Only because I knew you'd show up here eventually.
Don't patronize me. The only reason you have a job is because I promised your boss a kickback from those mining subsidies.
Listen, I don't...
No, you listen. You sit in that chair because I made it happen. And now you're going to give me what I need.
So I can give you the vote, but I'll need something in return.
Don't keep me in suspense.
We're getting a lot of flack from the wealthier tiers of the Earth admin zones. Too many private regulations over spaceport licensing.
You're joking.
They want the UN Accountability Office to deregulate private spaceports, and they're fine with higher taxes if that's what gets it done.
Very well. I will get back to you.
I'm sure you will, but only when your back's against the wall.
Does she think I do this to make friends?
Is this for real? Christian Avasarala. It's been a long time.
Elena, it's been a few years.
Years? Come on. You remember the last time we saw each other.
Of course, that was a wonderful day we had together.
At the ambassador's funeral?
Fuck.
It had its moments, I guess, but wonderful. You've always been a funny one, Christian.
Listen, I need a favor.
Let me guess. Mendez security plan?
How did you know?
Singh warned me you'd be calling. But I understand why you're concerned. Any idiot can see what Mendez is trying to pull.
Can I count on you?
You may. But only if the proposed water tower in Shepherd Complex never moves forward.
Oh? You're not a supporter of the project?
I'm not a supporter of handing Dunning another fucking victory to pad her resume for committee assignments.
I see.
I knew you would. Gotta run. Good luck today, Christian.
What can I do for you, Madam Undersecretary?
I'm coming to you for help with the Security Council's reorganization proposal.
Oh, that. I'm afraid the belt's security status doesn't affect the People's Party's platform. Not directly, anyway.
Then I would like to ask for your vote.
And incur the wrath of Jeffrey Mendez? I don't know how I feel about that.
Mendez is not the one you should be afraid of, Mr. Weiss.
I'm not sure I appreciate that implication, Madam Undersecretary.
It's simply a reminder that the People's Party has friends in the UN, and you wouldn't want to jeopardize that friendship.
Listen, I want to help, but I have my own issue that I could use your support with.
Naturally.
The private spaceports of the wealthy are draining resources and crowding public lands. Now some delegates are attempting to remove the limited regulatory oversight we have.
Spaceport regulations. That's your issue?
That, and raising taxes, of course. The people have spoken.
Very well. Thank you for your time, Mr. Weiss.
Anytime. We appreciate your support.
I've captured the findings from your conversations with the delegates. You can review and prepare your policy decisions when ready.
Very good. I'll meet you at your station. I'm ready to work out my policy positions. Let's figure out which policies I support to get the vote locked in.
I have the summary for you to review.
Okoro, yes to deregulate private spaceports. Singh, no tax increases. Dunning, yes to new water tower, requires raising taxes. Weiss, no to deregulation of private spaceports, yes to raising taxes. Masterson, no new water tower.
Singh is a single-issue voter, no new taxes.
Got it.
Let's give Earth rich idiots even less oversight. Yes on deregulation.
Understood.
I need Masterson's vote, and she's not wrong about the water tower. It will have to wait.
Sounds good. Let me double-check these tallies. Congratulations, Madam Deputy. This should secure you the votes. I'll send along your policy commitments to the 5 delegates.
Thank fuck. Of course, none of that will matter if I'm not there to cast the deciding vote.
I've requested a postponement to the session. In lieu of that, you can always connect in remotely, now that the power's restored.
I'm not banking on it. Keep pressing them.
Undersecretary, this is Admiral Kruzko. I'm afraid the situation near Juno has reached its inflection point. The Martians are now openly flouting system law, and this act cannot go unanswered. I understand your desire for caution in your temporary position, but that is no excuse for indecision. No orders have been issued, but I cannot guarantee the obedience of my captains. They understand that lives are at stake, and they are only human. I implore you to transmit orders as soon as possible. Kruzko, signing off.
This asshole won't respect me unless I make him. Admiral Kruzko, here are your orders. You will remain in place. You will not intercept the MCR in Ramses II. Understand, this is not a request, and I owe you no explanation. I've also been reviewing your sealed personal file. It reads like a fucking tabloid. Sex, nepotism, cover-ups. It would only take one word from me to have it unsealed and all over the news tonight. I will await your confirmation of these orders. I've done all I can for now. Am I ready for a break? Or is there more to do?
Madam Undersecretary, full power has been restored to the compound.
That's a good news.
But the Security Council still hasn't responded to our request to postpone the vote.
No matter. So long as the trains are running, I will be there to see the look on Amanda's face when I end this farce.
Very good. I'll prepare for your imminent arrival. When you're ready.
Security breach. Security
What
breach.
now?
Security breach.
Lockdown protocols, Archangel. Move! 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 Ma'am, this is Private Sharp.
I know who the fuck this is. Who the fuck else locked me in this prison?
It was for your own safety. There's been a security breach in the compound, ma'am.
Stop calling me that, you hick. I am Deputy Undersecretary in the United Nations, not your country grandmother.
Yes, Deputy Undersecretary. I'm sorry. We're conducting our sweep now, and we will have the site secure as soon as possible.
I can't wait for soon. The vote is happening now. That's the whole point of all this. Sharp, this is your last chance. Obey my orders and let me out of here now, or deal with the consequences.
I'm so sorry, ma'am. The consequences are immaterial. I have my orders and must see them through.
Yes, motherfucking soldier you are. Dismissed, Private. You'll never know when you'll need to light some incense, or the occasional contraband cigarette. This might come in handy. At least my prison can smell nice. Nishan even thought to personalize the safe room. Sometimes that boy scares me. Just keep me from setting myself on fucking fire. Give me the self-control not to murder that fucking Admiral or anyone else who gets in my way today. Forget about me. Just protect my son. Unless I can find a way out of here, the vote will pass, and Mendes will kill me with his smugness.
United Nations Security Council assembling. Vote scheduled on the creation of committee to address tensions in the belt.
I guess it wouldn't be a safe room without a smoke alarm. Where there's smoke, there's fire alarm. Come on. Fuck me. It's real?
Deputy Undersecretary, are you alright?
Nisha. Nisha, you scared the shit out of me. What's wrong with your screen?
Poor reception. Reinforced walls. We can't connect to the room from in here.
What the fuck is your plan then?
I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Don't apologize. Just blow. Blow!
Ma'am? What's happening? I'm coming in. What is this? Where's the Deputy Undersecretary?
Enjoy the R&R, Private. You've earned it.
Ma'am! Let me out!
Nishan?
Linking you into the session now.
If that's all the arguments, we will convene the vote. All those in favor.
Excuse me, counselors. I have the Deputy Undersecretary. Madam, whenever you're ready.
Counselors, I apologize for my tardiness. I have been enjoying the Secretary General's underground hospitality today. We all want to increase security in the belt, but this vote will not accomplish it. The measure is a political maneuver. Undersecretary Mendes has no experience in the belt, and putting him in charge is a dangerous overreach. Counselors, my son is stationed on Callisto. No one wants to de-escalate tensions in the belt more than me. But this motion will only lead to more chaos.
Thank you, Madam Avasarala. We'll convene the vote then. All those in favor? All opposed? The motion has failed 67 to 66. Security in the belt will remain under the jurisdiction of the Deputy Undersecretary. Thank you, everyone. Meeting adjourned.
One last thing, Secretary. I would like to put on the record my personal commendation of one Private Sharp. For remaining steadfast to his post in the face of tremendous obstinacy by yours truly. He is an exemplary soldier, and I see a bright future for him after today.
Your commendation has been added to the record. Meeting adjourned.
The security protocols are lifted. Ma'am, I don't know what to say.
Thank God. Now, get the hell out of my office.
Ma'am? Yes, ma'am.
Your office? I rather like the sound of that.
Maybe Arjun would want to take a vacation this summer. I could clean this up, but that would eliminate any chance of the Secretary General sleeping on it and landing on his face. If Nishan's smart, he'll be able to have my job before long. If he is smarter, he'll turn it down.
My dear, don't worry about Shanapal. He has found a woman who sees what a wonderful man he is. The rest will sort itself out. But it's not just our headstrong son. I can hear it in your voice. The weight of the world is on your shoulders. What else is troubling you?
Atlas had it easy. He only had one planet to worry about. Nothing is troubling me. I just fended off an attack from a power-hungry underling that would have destabilized everything I have worked to build. Just another day at the office. I tell you the rest over dinner. I'm glad I didn't have to resort to drowning myself in this thing. Once again, I am the one cleaning up a UNN disaster. They should make me a fleet admiral. The Martians may know how to wage war, but their subterfuge is shit. I still can't help but wonder, why is Mars so hell-bent on Juno's capture?
MCRN plot uncovered. UN Admiral Carmine Krusco has confirmed that there is significant evidence of Martian meddling in attempts to overthrow the UN and MCRN joint government on Juno. The OPA partisans responsible for the brutal attacks on station infrastructure and security have been linked to operatives of the elite Martian Expeditionary Group, a special operations brigade known for covert attacks across UN protected space. Jupiter Fleet Command has launched a full-scale investigation into the events around the MCRN Ramses II and its aftermath.
I'll bet nobody ever thanks you either. Should I mess with all the SG's screen settings before he gets back from Luna? Does that count as treason?
Madam Avasarala, I've received your message. I don't appreciate the regrettable moments of my past entering the conversation. And I urge you to remember that enemies can be made on both sides of the line. We have not engaged with the Ramses II, and I've just received word that they are beginning to course correct. I am not at all convinced that we've done the right thing, and I will be saying as much in my incident report. We have avoided an outright conflict today, but the MCRN saw us flinch. I can only hope it won't lead to further provocation. Cusco out.
Admiral Cusco, thank you for sharing the good news. I know you didn't agree with my orders, and your loyalty in the face of adversity will be remembered. The MCRN won't be so bold as to escalate after we saw through their ruse. This was a victory, Admiral. Try to enjoy it. We get them so rarely. Jeffrey, what an exciting vote that was.
Indeed. How wonderful that you were able to make it after all.
I've been meaning to tell you. An ambassador position has just opened up on one of Neptune's moons. It occurs to me that someone with your ambition would be a perfect candidate.
You wouldn't actually create a brand new ambassador position just to send me to the ass end of the solar system?
You sabotaged UN security to keep me from attending a vote. I could arrest you for treason, or I could put your ingenuity to good use. Enjoy the trip. I hear Titan is lovely this time of year.
Now, wait just a minute.
Madam Undersecretary, I asked my UNN contact for any information on Sean Paul's recent communications. Here, what he found. Nishan, CA. I wrote you a poem. Amawala Mishikumi. Kufuvedi unteduzi. Fodagut. Dunem tuere. Mi kori fosempere. Ah, Taki Taki. Be honest, how bad was it? Not bad. Gonya needs some practice before you meet me Matna though. Your parents are going to hate a lot more about me than my Lang Belter. Don't worry, Sitara. We'll figure it out.
My next drink will be coming from my own bar at home. Maybe my next too. You make this job look harder than it is.
Madam Undersecretary?
Yes, Nathan. You know, I feel strangely sentimental about you in this room. I worry that you in the flesh again may be something of a letdown.
Madam, it's news from Callisto, and it's not good.
Show me.
Although all reports have yet to be verified, it has been confirmed that a significant, violent uprising has occurred on the shared MCR-UN moon station of Callisto. In what the UN is calling the Callisto Insurrection, Martian-backed laborers in the shipyards of Callisto turned on UN peacekeepers in what is believed to have been a coordinated attack.
My God.
While tensions have been mounting in the region for some days, the exact purpose of the attacks and any possible coordination with Mars remain unknown. The Martian Congressional Republic has yet to issue a statement. And just in, We have learned that UN Marines are being deployed and are being met with fierce resistance at the station. We are also told that some military officials now believe that a portion of the uprisers may be OPA operatives posing as shipyard workers.
It's a message from your son.
Listen, I haven't heard back from you yet, and I can't talk long, but I didn't want to go into a mission the way we left things.
Madam Undersecretary.
I want to thank you for believing in me. I know we don't always agree, but I'm still grateful for your support and even your advice. Sometimes.
Christian, they've released the official list of casualties.
I didn't want to enlist, but maybe you were right to twist my arm. I've learned a lot out here. I even met someone really special. So, thank you. I love you, Mom. I'll call you again soon.
You don't know me. My name is Christian Avasarala. I'm Sharnapol's mother. And you must be Marie.